Hello, and welcome back to Gaming Creepypastas. Today, we're going to be looking at a creepypasta called Castle Crashers Isaac. Now, let's begin. I love Castle Crashers. Castle Crashers is the best game in the world for me. I play it all the time. It's so fun. My story actually happened a few years back, about 2 or 3. I lose track of the time a lot. I was 15 then. I would play Castle Crashers even more than I do now. I was, and still is, a straight-A student. I loved to play games, and I was pretty popular in school. I have went out with a lot of girls, but I never really kept any for a long time except for the one I have now. Anyways, back to the story. One night I was playing Amnesia and I got myself all freaked out, which I loved to do, and I would glance over my shoulder to see if anyone was at the window. I decided to blow off some steam and play Castle Crashers, only to find out that my Castle Crashers wasn't on my computer anymore. Someone hacked me a few days ago and got rid of it. I was furious and nearly threw the mouse across the room. I was not, and would not, buy new Castle Crashers. I didn't have enough money for that. So a miracle happened. I was on my way to school to notice that my neighbor, an elderly woman, was moving out. I was kind of surprised because my neighbor loved where she lived and wouldn't give it up no matter what. I decided to walk over and ask her what was wrong, and she looked at me solemnly. I noticed that she had a mask in her right hand. I asked her what it was, and she showed me. It was some kind of wooden mask that had 2 eye holes and a mouth hole. There was nothing else on it. I wished her luck and left. I was walking down the street. I tripped over something. I looked behind me and saw this cardboard box with masking tape all over it. I looked around, picked it up, and asked if somebody had dropped it. Nobody answered. I figured I would hold on to it until somebody turned up. The whole day went by and nobody recognized the box. I even went to the Lost and Found and they had them hold it onto for a while. They turned the box back to me at the end of the day because nobody turned up, and they would have by then. So I took it home with me. The box was very light and something was clanking around in there, so I opened it when I got to my room. It was a disc with Castle Crashers written on it. I was so excited. I literally jumped in the air and put it in my disk drive. Windows 7 is annoying when it comes to disk drives, but I successfully downloaded the copy of Castle Crashers to my computer. To my surprise, the copy ran beautifully. I played All You Can Quaff for about an hour and decided to start the story. I played to the point of the forest and it was a perfect copy. I knew nothing would be messed up. Boy, was I wrong. In the forest, I was walking along with my owlet, who was collecting tree fruit for me, and I battled a few barbarians and thieves there. I came across an animal orb. It was pretty much a black circle with red eyes. I didn't remember that animal orb like that in the game, but I had it follow me anyways. I fought normally and was succeeding, but the whole time I was wondering what the animal orb would do. After a while, I got to the catfish, which was the part of the game I despised the most. During the battle, I was fighting it on a floating log, and all of a sudden, I'm decapitated. What the heck? I restart the level, and I beat the catfish. In the next level, I'm fighting the panda leader, and I'm decapitated again. What the heck? I restart, and I beat the panda leader. After a while of being decapitated at random, I decided to find out what the heck is going on. I decided to switch animal orbs with the ram, and I discovered I can't switch animal orbs. What is this sorcery? I suspect the animal orb is doing this, and I go to the vet to see what the animal orb does. When I approach the veterinarian, nothing is stated about the animal orb, and I'm decapitated. I try again. It doesn't work. Upon leaving the vet's house, I'm greeted with an unlocked character screen. Rather than saying, "You unlocked a new character," it said, "You have unleashed Isaac." And the character picture was of a black-colored knight with growling red eyes. He looked the same as the standard knights, but his color was black. I never saw this character in the game before. I started to get scared and shut Castle Crashers down. Freaky stuff. My friend comes over the next day and we both play Castle Crashers with wired Xbox controllers. As we're playing, I see the Black Knight in the background of the lava world. We looked at each other and kept moving. After a while of playing, we unlocked a level I never saw before. The trail to it was so long it took our characters 2 minutes just to reach the level select. The level was called Isaac. I was reluctant, but my friend said not to worry and convinced me to play it. I started the level only to find it threw me out. We were back to the level select screen and we were over the level Isaac. This time the level was called Terrible Mistake. We shut down Castle Crashers. It took me some courage to start Crash Crashers again after the incident of the level Terrible Mistake. I loaded everything up and this time the level wasn't there. I breathed a sigh of relief and I played normally for the next day or two, but I'd occasionally see the Black Knight in the background. After a while of playing, I unlocked another level I never remembered was in the game. This one was called Sanctified City. I was reluctant, but I decided to play the level. It was a ruined city filled with fog and dead soldiers. There was a mysterious black liquid on most of them. I kept walking for about a minute or two and came face to face with the Black Knight. I never remembered there being text boxes in the game, but apparently now there was. A text box popped up saying, "So you came. It didn't do you any good." I never remembered being asked to come to this level. "I am Isaac. Why are you here? I still don't know." I decided to leave only to find out I couldn't move. Why did they hurt me? I was suddenly transported to a level selected again. I was suddenly transported to the level select again, and I didn't know if it was some kind of clue or not, but I was officially creeped out. I played more in hope I could find some answers, but I never saw him in the background. My creepy animal orb stopped following me, and my random decapitations stopped as well. This was just the beginning. It got much, much worse. A few days after I was playing Amnesia, suddenly I was transported to a room with black liquid on the floor, a lot like the liquid I saw in the bodies of Castle Crashers. It would follow upwards and drip into the ceiling. My amnesia crashed violently and I was brought to my desktop. There was a new file called Isaac.wmv. I played the video. A small boy, the age of about 13, was the center of attention. He was dancing in front of the camera and doing a handstand in only his underwear. He heard a knock and sprung into his bed. A man came in and started to beat him. After about 2 minutes of this man beating him and hurting him, he scolded him for being up this late and for making so much noise. So I figured he belonged to an abusive father. His father left the room and the boy was crying. He was bleeding from his nose and he had a cut on his chest. Another 5 minutes, the boy stopped breathing. The tape ended there. I cried. I felt an overwhelming feeling of depression for this child. He was beaten so hard he died. I wasn't sure, but the evidence I had was that kid was Isaac. Why he was in Castle Crashers, I don't know. I replayed the video to look for any other signs that he liked Castle Crashers or owned a copy of it. I saw that the kid had a desk with a computer on it, and there was the disc. It had Castle Crashers written on it, the exact same disc I had with me then. Now, I knew why Isaac was haunted by Castle Crashers. I decided I would try to help him. I started up Castle Crashers and started to play. I thought I would play story until I see him again. Upon the start of the desert level, an image flashed. I think I saw his beaten face, but I wasn't sure. The desert was in grayscale. There was corpses of the normal enemies everywhere, all covered with the strange black liquid. I played along normally, although I was genuinely scared. And I saw him. He was slicing up a scorpion enemy, and I saw that liquid seeping through his armor and floating upwards. Then he cast a magic spell that sent out a ball of stuff to a scorpion, and it engulfed the thing. The liquid stopped seeping from his armor, so that must have been his magic art for his knight. I approached Isaac. A text box appeared. "What do you want from me?" I turned on my mic, hoping it would work, and I said I wanted to help him. "You want to help me?" he said in the next text box. I said yes. "You're lying. Stop lying to me." Isaac started to attack me. His aura of black liquid appeared and I attempted to fight him off before he could use it. Too late. I was engulfed in the black, slimy liquid and my character couldn't move. My character woke up in a completely pitch black room. Isaac walked up to me and Castle Crashers crashed. That's a tongue twister. Say that 3 times fast. Another file was on my desktop. It was a .txt file called Liar. I shut down my computer. My girlfriend was over the next time I logged on. I forgot about the file until I logged in again. My girlfriend asked me what it was and I told her I didn't know. I opened the file. This is what it said. "You may think you're smart. You may think that saying you want to help me will convince me you're a good person. Well, you're not. You're just like everyone else, always wanting to hurt me, always telling me to watch my back. You are not different. I can tell. You think I'm stupid. I'm not. And until you tell the truth, I'm going to be making sure you don't leave your room mentally stable." I stared at the .txt file and looked at my girlfriend. She was just as disturbed as I was. She asked me what the heck that was about, and I told her the whole story. She suggested I break the CD and delete Castle Crashers and all its files. I told her I honestly wanted to help Isaac. She told me to play Castle Crashers and hope for the best. I loaded my character. I was automatically transported to a room with disturbing patterns in the background and a high-pitched screaming noise. Me and my girlfriend covered our ears and shut off the game. I tried playing as a different character, but the same thing happened. I broke the CD and burned it. I deleted Castle Crashers. We thought it was over. We were wrong. Isaac was ruthless. He threatened my girlfriend through Cleverbot. Files keep appearing on my computer, ranging from videos to sound files to .text files. After a while, we decided we needed to do something about this. I couldn't take it anymore. I threatened Isaac. All of a sudden, my computer said it was extracting files from some unknown source. Lo and behold, Castle Crashers was back on my desktop. A new text file came up with it. It read, "Play." I started up Castle Crashers. I played flawlessly for about an hour. He came back. He'd stalked me. I'd seen him behind a bush or something. One time I saw him in the background fighting clothes of my character. It was pretty disturbing. The game developed a strange gore factor when Isaac was around. You could be slashed in half or your legs cut off. It was disturbing. I finally approached Isaac again. A text box appeared. "You lie. All the time." Why? I told him I wanted to help him and that I felt bad about him and his father's relationships. Another text box appeared. Really? I told him yes. Another text box. "You would help me?" I hesitated. "Yes." My character is thrust into the air and appears in the alien ship level. Isaac is standing next to me in the cell and shoots generated for the cell bars with his bow. I understood. We play Castle Crashers all the time with each other now. We're good friends. You might even be able to befriend him. But if you don't do it the right way, geez, I don't even want to say. Let's just say that you'll never be alone in Castle Crashers again. So, that was Castle Crashers Isaac. How he found the game was kind of weird. And overall, it was kind of shit. But, great way to start off episode 1, right? So, thank you guys for watching. My name's OscaFresh, and I hope to see you in the next Creepypasta.
Ready.